So another day in the life vlog. So today is a training day. I am doing legs later. I had a half decent sleep. I did notice just Wednesday passed. I didn't set an alarm and just didn't plan to get out of bed at any specific time, which was fantastic, but actually meant I was a bit slower to get going. It's the first time in the whole prep I've struggled to do my cardio in the morning. So I ended up doing my full 80 minutes at night. So, not ideal. So what I am doing now is the days where I'm not pressed for time in the morning, I'm getting up, just kind of letting myself wake up naturally, and then I'm just getting about my day. So I have been up for maybe 30 minutes. Because I am using my phone to vlog so much, I'm having to continuously go through old past client chats and WhatsApp chats and delete things so I have enough space on my phone. And it takes more time than you think. Anyway, so it's 8:09. Just making my Hydromax, which I'll drink on the bike. I'm going to do an hour this morning. Brad has made some changes. It's likely going to be the last changes before the first show, which is nice. We also ran out of ice, and I always forget that we actually have ice trays. So, anyway, so cardio has been up to 90 minutes a day, which isn't a major thing. It just means rather than doing 50 and 40 50 in the morning, 30 at night, just now means I'm doing 60 in the morning, 30 at night, or post-workout. I have started tracking somewhat of kind of like my heart rate range when I'm doing cardio on my watch, and then the calories burned. For any particular other reason, not for any reason other than I think having all this data going into my next prep will be very, 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 very beneficial. And I'm all about that. Anyway, so need to do playing new inbound and histamine. Absolute game changer when I actually take that. And yeah, nothing planned today. I did want to go pick up a Ninja Creamy. I've been watching a lot of John Jute's videos. He uses them. They look fun. Keep prep a little bit less monotonous. But they're sold out everywhere in the UK. I genuinely can't fucking find one. So I've signed up for like a few waiting lists. Which will do the trick. So it means when they're in stock, I get one. Right, so Atlantis I am still doing. It's just, I've found, obviously we've kept insulin in this whole prep, and I found doing so has allowed the food I eat to really, really just do its job. It just shuttles in much, much quicker. Obviously there's an argument to be said that when you're dieting, you don't really need to take your blood glucose, you don't need to be using insulin because you are very insulin sensitive. But I feel like the fullness I've retained as well has been drastic, and I personally put that down to probably the combination between the two of the insulin and the growth And then I got a shot today, so I'll do that when I'm on the bike. Just kills time. Right, so cardio's done. I've showered. It's 10:06. Our cardio done. Worked out like 560 certain calories burnt. When I was on the bike, I was somewhat rudely interrupted by my hat order. So I got a bunch of hats from Hoppers online. I think it got sent from like the States, I don't know. One of those like impulsive prep buys you make. I'm not mad because I like my hats. They are all fitted though, so I was a bit. I've got a baseball card. So I was a bit nervous that some of them don't fit. So this is the test. So I am a fan of my hats. I like my caps. I also big fan. Anyone that doesn't know me, I'm a big fan of like a lot of American sports. I don't pay attention to a lot of sports, but I'm a big fan of like basketball, NFL, all that stuff. So take all the tags off them. Some of these look really big. We did measure my head, and I kind of sized up a bit just because of hair, and I am dieting, so I would imagine somewhat of my head is shrunk, but that's the main one I wanted to get. Oh, that's big. But I went backwards. That's a big hat. Oh well. My hair is not thinning, but thinner than it normally is. So in the off season it'll be sound. So that, what size was that? That was 7 3/4. I think that's the smallest hat I've got actually. This is 7 5/8. Oh, that fits a bit better. I'm a big fan of the snapback style. Right, what's this? 7 3/4, so that'll be big. 7 5/8, that'll fit bang on. 5/8 bang on. 5/8 bang on. So we've got 3 or 3, 4 and 3. Sweet. So, Buffalo Bill cap. That's the Philadelphia Phillies. I've got the Houston Astros on. They're all like specific editions, so that's the 2000. That's the 20-year corduroy Houston Astros. And then I forgot who this is. The Atlanta Braves. It's baseball again. That's another 3/4, so it might be a bit big. But that's their 150th anniversary cap. So, see, it does look big on my head that way. But I'll get fat and happy in the off season, it'll look fine. I know there's a way you can shrink them. So, I may need to do some Googling. Michigan, Detroit Tigers, I think this is. So, tuck my ears in. I do tend to wear my hats backwards anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. And then, I'm not an overly big fan of New York Yankee hats, purely because everyone has them. But I did get a green one. I got some nice green Nike Dunks recently, so it just means I can wear this with my Dunks, and I'm matching. Same with the green flex top I've got. There you go. So the 5/8 are bang on, like the kind of fit I need. Fantastical. Right, so obviously changes, I think I briefly said earlier from Brad yesterday, so cardio is being increased to cardio's been increased to 90 minutes. So hour fasted, I'll do it every day now, and then I'll do my post-workout 30. So it's not too bad. I do find when you do like 45, it's just, personally I favour doing the chunk of my cardio in the morning because it's done, it just gets out of the way. And then there's not this like dread of having to then get back on the stairs and do more. Darrow strawberry, sweet, whoever that is. Anyway, so that's how we're rocking today. So along with that, he's changed some stuff with my food, which I'll put here. So a drop in a carb meal on my training day. So I have 3 carb meals a day, including my intra, which I won't lie, I have been tinkering with said intra so I can have fruit in my pre and post workout meals. I'd normally not do that and just follow the plan like a good soldier, as it were. But I found the fruit has drastically helped my stomach. Obviously you get other micronutrients that I'm probably not getting from my diet that I can then get from fruit. And a very, very small amount of carbs anyway. It's 12.5 grams of carbs in each meal, which works out to be 25 grams. 25 grams of carbs for the day. So it's nothing drastic. Some peaches, some raspberries, some cherries, some blueberries. It makes those pre and post workout meals that bit more enjoyable as well. So I'm going to do my calories and stuff while I sort out the kitchen, so then I can get into my food prep. And I'm going to make breakfast first because I'm fucking Hank Marvin. Right, so it is 12:30 and I'm having meal 2, which is meant to be my fish and veg meal, but just because of how the day's going, I've put the fats in this meal now. I'll have my first carb meal next, so then the last meal turns into the veggies and chicken. But it's meant to be that. I've run out of fish today, so I'm having to substitute that for chicken and steak. But as it is, it's a leg day, so I'm still going to burn those extra calories. Anyway, so it's 50 gram spinach, 100 gram of romaine lettuce, 50 gram tomato, then 100 gram of green peas with 250 grams of chicken with my 15 grams of olive oil. I did have breakfast, but my breakfast meal hasn't changed since the rest day in the life video I put up. So pointless filming that. I'm going to plan out what I need to do for today, and then tomorrow I'm going to quickly eat this meal while I write my sessions out for this coming week, and then I'll have essentially like 2 hours to get through some work and get that other meal in before we go do legs for the day, and then pick up the butcher meat, go to Sainsbury's and Lidl to get the other bits and bobs, and then somewhat of a chill day. Somewhat. Sunday. Yesterday's whole day in the life video didn't really go. But it is what it is. Just turned into a bit of a fucking afterlight. I was just done in. And then Lucy and I had some shops to go to. By the time I got home, it was late. And I didn't want to film anything, really. Anyway. So I've shut the kitchen out. And now I've not long done my blood pressure. I've actually ordered a new blood pressure monitor because the one I've got is a bit naff, to say the least. So I'm going to prep my food for the day, sort out the butcher meat, tidy up the rest of the kitchen, sort out my daily supplements because I do have a big jewellery box that's meant to have what I need for the day, and I often just lazy with sorting it. Annoyingly, I bought a nice candle yesterday, and last night in my tiredness stupor I put one of my new hats on top of it, so there's a nice big burn hole in the top, so that ruined my day, but it is what it is. So I've not taken Klein and stuff yet because I was doing my blood pressure, which was 122/75. Which is pretty decent, considering I'm in prep, really. Anyway, so I'm gonna crack through food prep and try not to yammer on as many videos as I do. I also have 12k steps to do because I didn't get them all done yesterday, so busy day. Half 12. Still not done cardio. Today's one of those days where I've actually got a fair amount of work to do. So, like I did the other day, cardio will just be done all at night. I'll just make sure to keep my pace up. I've been tracking. Going to be in a bit more in tune with what I'm doing fat burn calorie wise. Anyway, so I have another delivery. Ordered another pair of shoes. Anyone that knows me knows I like my shoes. Anyone that's prepped knows what it's like when you're buying shit. Also just made another Amazon order. I've ordered a better blood pressure monitor and maybe a steel shaker or something, just because the ones I've got keep leaking. Anyway, shoes. So these are fucking nice. They're the Run the Jewel Nike SB Dunk editions. I'm a fan of Dunks. Dunks are comfy as fuck. And it says Run the Jewel on the sole. So, pretty happy with these bad boys. I'm just about to have meal 2 and then actually get into proper work because I've taken my sweet ass time today to get moving with everything. Put my fan on. as it's a bit warm. Novice. I've got a handful of check-ins to do and some bits and bobs to catch up on with work. I'm also going to go take a walk and film a bunch of stuff for clients, because I have been slacking on my exclusive content. So if you are a client of mine, you'll have access to the KM Coaching app, which will be soon to be changed name. The Backbone Coaching, hence the mug. But yeah, within the app there is like a content section for all clients, so that'll be getting updated. Just I'm trying to aim to keep at least like 5 videos out a month. But yeah, I'm feeling it. I am tired today. Right, so this is meal 2. So it's, what have we got here? 250 gram chicken, 50 gram tomato, 25 gram spinach, 100 gram lettuce, and then about 150 grams split between green beans and green peas. I want to do asparagus, but asparagus is pricey when you and the missus eat it. So finishing off steps for the day. I was down steps yesterday, just the day I got away from both Lucy and I, and I think I ended up doing like 6,500 steps rather than my normal 9. It's not ideal, but I wasn't gonna go out super late to get steps in after I've just buried myself doing legs. So just spent today trying to do a decent amount, but as it is, there are worse problems to have. I am definitely feeling it today. Got through everything I'm needed to get through, or like the priority stuff. Decent amount of client work done. Social media stuff done, which is a big win. I know the exclusive content for clients, which is just checks a box off that I don't have to do this week, and everything else I have to do. Like today, training footage for clients I can do when I'm on the bike later. So yeah, a productive day in prep is a good day in prep. I definitely feel my productivity increases, but I'm definitely feeling it. I think my calories are like 2,200, 2,300 on a rest day, something like that. But my carbs, so I just trace carbs from vegetables. So I think it's around about the 50 gram carb mark, which isn't much. And then even my fats, I think my fats are like 40. It really isn't much. And obviously yesterday was first day doing the new adjusted training diet, which is 3 carb meals, pre-post, and then the one I get prior to training. Obviously left the house, done all the client work, hoovered, put a load of wash on, just done all the housework really, and went out. I think at that point I'd done 2k steps, and then when I got home I'd done just under 8.5, so 6.5 steps, 6,500 steps done in like a 3-hour, 2-hour gap. Is, for me, is a lot. And it's definitely something I end up doing on rest days, is forgetting to do steps and then going out and bashing myself, and then I come in and just like a zombie. So I came home, had my fourth meal, which was chicken with olive oil and veggies. Ate that and I was just like lying on the sofa vegetating with a new-ish Venom film on, just as background noise. And I spent 20 minutes thinking about getting up to do steps. It's definitely just part of the parcel, part of the process of getting to the level of condition I need to get to. Like I've surpassed any level of condition I've achieved already. Like often I'm really lean and then I'll do the first show, and because with the process of peaking, you're essentially having a deload and toying with things that if a peak goes well, by the end of it you'll be leaner because you pulled water, you've gotten rid of some fatigue, so then post show you feel somewhat fresher. And it's usually like the second and third show I end up doing, which is my leanest. So going into my first show, already surpassing previous condition, is a big win. And obviously I am on the exact same page as Brad, which again, I put that on my Instagram post. It's a huge win for me. But anyway, nearly home. Nearly done my 12k. Got home, got a bit of energy now that I start moving. Last meal, sort my health stuff out just so that it's done, and then cardio.